And I mean, we were on the sidelines going da 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 da. Malik's a special athlete, and see him be able to do something like that, and as a young player to be able to really showcase his skills in the first game, it was just awesome to see him do that. And he got the ball in the offense's hands again, which is we're never upset about that.
And he stuck it out after thinking about leaving. As coach said after the game, he's going to leave 7 times.
Right. Seven. Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah, this program's tough. It's not made for everybody, and Malik, if you're able to persevere through all the hard times and really be able to develop yourself, then you're going to see a lot of positives come toward your life. So that's what with Malik, he's starting to see those things now.
So you win by 67. What is a week following a big win like that, where a lot of things click, a lot of things go right? What is a week after that like?
We got to really focus on fundamentals. There was a couple fundamental and technique errors on the offensive line. That's easy stuff to clean up. From there, though, you just got to worry about the next opponent. Again, don't take them lightly by any means. They had a big win against San Jose State, and we're looking forward to getting after it.
So many players got their first opportunity. What kind of difference do you expect that will make when the second opportunity comes around Saturday?
I think people are going to be a little more calm. I know with Mike Jordan, he was, he's like, wow, this is what it's really like to play, and in front of 107,000 people, it's an incredible opportunity. So to be able to have those guys come back in week 2 in the shoe at home again, I know they're really going to be a lot more comfortable.
Urban said that the offense didn't grade out as good as people might have expected. How much better can this offense be? What is it like for you guys to see so many different weapons on the field as well?
I mean, for the offensive line, it makes it a lot nicer because you can put a ball in the playmaker's hands in different positions across the field. Particularly within our receiving group, KJ Hill scoring the first touchdown. I mean, that's just incredible. I know he puts a lot of work in. Guys like Noah, Paris Campbell, even JT and all those guys. So it makes it a lot easier for the offensive line. Just do our job, and JT will do his job.
How much better can they be in the next couple of weeks?
A lot better. I mean, we all had things to improve on. Go back to your comment, we didn't grade out as well. You're right, we had fundamental technique errors, maybe missed a block or a route here or this, that, and the other. But those are things within the next couple of weeks we can clean up.
Being part of a record-setting offense, I mean, that's a record that might stand for a long time. 776 yards of total offense. Just reflect on that and what that means to you guys.
It was an incredible opportunity to be able to do something like that. Our coaches put us in a position to win. Great calls all the way across the board, and everybody took care of their job. So that when you have 776 yards total offense, it just goes to show everybody's doing their job.
How do you feel like you played? I'm sure you're frustrated. You had a couple of pre-snap penalties, but besides that, how do you feel like you played overall, Billy?
Got a reference to JV Shoe Guards, which was funny.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's all good. Just a couple. I mean, I'm twitched up and antsy. I'm ready to go, and that's where we were running tempo. Just lost Entree's voice in the crowd. Thought I heard something. The second one was just ready to get after somebody. Just things on my end to clean up as a veteran. That's just not acceptable. And I knew as soon as it happened, you just kind of sit there and like, really, did I just do that as a 3-year player? Come on now, dude.
What is that feeling like when you do get a false start? Because I'm guessing a hold can be debatable, but a false start, there's not usually any.
Yeah, that hold that they called on me was debatable because the one ref told me it was Marcus and the other guy called it on me. So it's to each his own. False start, it's either you do or you don't.
Right.
That's just, and he got me, so it's just next play.
Billy, what was it like to see Mike Weber step up? I mean, 136 yards, whatever it was in his opener. A lot of people wondering about Ezekiel Elliott, who's going to fill his shoes. He had 90 more yards than Zeke did in his first start.
Yeah,
I mean, just what does he bring to the table, and how impressed were you with him?
I mean, Mike brings a lot of. He's a hard worker, and he's grown so much. And I mean, you guys don't understand the amount of growth he's had, and you can ask Coach Mick about that particularly. To watch him, we ran a play and to watch him. I think it was an 18-yard play, and he ran somebody over. And I mean, that excites us. That excites us. I was like, yeah, Mike. He's just barreling over people. I think there's a great combination between him, and Curtis Samuel, and what they're doing in the backfield. And I think it's going to be able to let Mike grow at a good rate, and we're going to see it on the field.
Hey, Billy, you were talking about keys against Tulsa, weren't you, earlier?
We were just scouting them, and I heard that they beat San Jose State pretty nicely.
That's what I'm curious about. Since you did score 77, but Urban said that you guys could have done some things better. How much time did you spend on that film relative to how much you would have expected to spend?
Well, I mean, again, a lot of it was fundamental errors. So there was things on my behalf, the offensive line's behalf. Just footwork stuff and things. Hey, we need to make sure if we see this again, we correct it before it becomes an everlasting problem. and that's you have to watch it. You have to see what you messed up on and where you graded what you did well on, where the good blocks were, and where we need to improve on. So that's what we did a lot with the Bowling Green film.
But did you move on pretty quickly from it?
Today we started watching. That's kind of the process. Sundays are usually
Right.
watch game tape, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday start getting into the next opponent, and that's what we're looking forward to. doing.
What, what kind of life have you bought into here, where y'all go for 776 yards, and yet there's all these things you can improve on? Billy, I mean, is it a never-ending search for what? Perfection or what?
Yeah,
How'd you describe it?
we're always chasing perfection. I think that happens in all facets of life. You can't just limit that just to football itself. I mean, we talk about being a business student. We talk about a process. You always want to improve a process, and with that, anytime there's slack or waste, as we call it in the business world, that you just got to improve on. So the waste, I had a bad step, so I need to improve that step to continue to improve the process, and then in the grand scheme of things, improve the offense.
Bill,
JT talked about how he has kind of like got you guys in better protection a few times. And it was pretty evident on Saturday how that worked, especially with the first touchdown to KJ. Is that different from him as opposed to what he did last year, or is it just kind of like him more mastering things?
Yeah, this is Coach Meyer made a reference. This is his car, and he was like, "Oh, slow down. Hey, let's do this." Boom, and we just changed one thing. And I think he and I reference our freshman year a lot, and our heads just going, "Oh my God, there's so much going on right now. It's so fast." And him being able to, "Hey, let's check this, let's do this," and then you see a touchdown, and that's just this part of the maturation process. And he's the driver to the offense. So.
Billy,